Hi guys, this is Tammy.
And I'm Rebecca.
And welcome to A Chick That Knits, Hand-Dyed Yarn Studio. Well, it's my birthday on Sunday. February 11th is my birthday. I will be the big old 55. So I have to say my favorite decades so far have been my 30s and my 50s. Because my 50s have been my hand-dyed yarn studio, and it's been amazing and a wonderful journey, and I absolutely love my 50s. So to celebrate, we're having a big sale. So at achickthatknits.com, you can go and shop. We've got everything. My sign pulling is 15% off. Like I said, it takes me 2 days to make. It's very labor intensive, so I don't put it on sale very often, but it's 15% off. Everything else is 25% off. And then we have some yak and tweed that's 50% off. So we went ahead and put that on Instagram and Facebook, and so people are started ordering. So go check the sale out. It's a good sale. My sales do really, really well. Yeah. So that's going on, and we're just here to talk about our works and projects and some new colors and things. Rebecca?
I am wearing,
What are you wearing?
I am wearing, this was supposed to be Josh's sweater, but it ended up being way too big. So this is my sweater now. It is the Lakes Pullover by Ozetta. I just love her patterns. This is my second lake sweater or lake pullover of hers. They're really well written patterns. I don't know, they're just lovely. She's actually local to Oklahoma. She lives, I think, up in Guthrie, which is about 15 minutes away from here.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. This is out of Knit Picks, Wool of the Andes. It's non-superwash, so it wasn't supposed to grow a whole lot. While I was knitting it, I had Josh try it on, and it just grew so much. So now
it's a big boxy sweater. You know, it's funny. All my friends who have big gauges, guess who gets the stuff?
So now it's my sweater,
yeah.
And it's just a big cozy sweatshirt.
It's so soft and comfortable. I bet you love wearing it.
Yeah. I finished this over the weekend and decided to wear it for y'all. I also finished something over the weekend. We have been putting together some sock sets because I have been knitting socks like crazy and wanted y'all to get into the sock knitting mojo. So this is a sock that I knit up over the weekend. It is Lakolk, I think is how you say it. It's from the 52 Weeks of Socks Volume 2 book. And I can't remember the name of the designer, but it'll obviously be down here and in the description below. This colorway here is Victorian lace with some coordinating minis to go with it.
Look at this. Isn't that cute how she did this? The two colors up here that match the heel and the toe. I thought that was really cute.
And here it is in the little sock set. Has really beautiful, delicate speckles throughout, and the two coordinating minis. And you can see on this lighter mini, there are just
little speckles,
little delicate speckles to coordinate with the main color.
This reminds me of Victorian lace. All you need some little ruffles of lace. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful.
So here is one of the sock sets, and we've put together a few more for y'all. So this is called Flight to Fancy, the main skein, with two little coordinating minis. I can't remember what we named these two. I think this one is, I can't remember.
We've slept since then.
But
they're cute.
This one is adorable. I love this blue color. I'm not normally a blue person, but
it's gorgeous.
It has little, pops of purple and pinks and stuff in it. So maybe that's why
I want a whole poncho out of that color.
And then we have Be My Valentine. with a couple pink colors. Good for Valentine's Day. Still not too late to get that. And then we have some new colors. Do you want to talk about the new colors?
Yeah, so something that kind of happened with us recently, we ordered a new yarn. I like the extra fine merino wool. The lower the micron count, the softer the wool. And so we ordered some beautiful yarn, switched out all our bases, switched out all our listings, and then something started happening to it. When we were dyeing the yarn, it wouldn't fully exhaust. Something was wrong. And it happened too many times. Even a very light amount of color wouldn't exhaust. There was something wrong with it. So we decided to discontinue that base. It's a beautiful base. I mean, it's incredibly soft. We were so pleased. We were so happy with it. But then it's just we had way too many mistakes in the dye studio because it wasn't exhausting.
And it's frustrating for us too, not only for the mill, but it's frustrating for us because we spend so much time dyeing the yarn, and then when we pull it out of the oven, it's
and
not
think
exhausted.
about all the listings. You have to go change every single listing on every single colorway. It's a lot of work. So we, excuse me. So we have been trying out new bases to replace that. Like I said, it's a beautiful yarn. We had it in sport weight, we had it in a sock weight, and we had it in a DK weight. And we've just had to, once you get the yarn, it's fine. I mean, it's exhausted, it's done everything it is. It's just in the studio, it's too hard to work with. So we have been testing out different companies' bases to see which one we're going to change to. So we've been playing with a lot of sock bases to see what we like and what we want to switch over to. And this is, I think we found it. Oh my gosh, it's incredible. It's super soft. I want to say it feels like cotton, but it's merino wool. It's just so incredibly soft. And there's enough yardage for 2 full socks.
I think with this sock here, I only used 20 grams of the main skein and like maybe 15 grams of the contrasting color. So there's still plenty of yarn. And I wear size 8 in women, so I have an average size foot, I would say, and there's still plenty of yardage.
Yeah. So we've been playing around with some new bases to replace that. So yeah.
Do you want to show these ones?
You colored them. You show them.
Well,
so like I said, we play. We're playing using new colors on these new sock bases, and so here's some of the colors we've come up with.
and because these are new, we don't have names for them yet, but this is a deep, moody green with flecks of brown and burgundy and this beautiful mahogany colored mini to go with it. It's just beautiful. Mm-hmm. We're suckers for green. At least
we
I
both
am.
love green. Green and purple, I think. I have too many favorites. Depends on what hour you're asking me.
My favorite colors are green and mauve, for sure.
And I'm a mauve person, big time.
So here is a purple variegated. Has, you know, purples, some green throughout. It's just really, really pretty. And this one's a little bright for me personally, but it's
it looks like our computer screen.
it's still beautiful. There's pops of light pink, dark pink, some purples, some lilacs. It's just gorgeous.
What colors does this go with this? No.
No.
This one?
This one probably. And then even this one would go with it well too.
We'll have these listed this afternoon.
So, if you're in the mood for socks, these are great kits that we've curated for y'all. I don't know. For some reason
they're in
like
limited
socks.
supply because we're playing. We're testing out our new bases. We're playing. So, some colors we play and they're pretty. I mean, everything sells, but you know, you got to have a. I don't want to say they're special because these aren't not special, but you got to play.
We're very selective when it comes to what stays as a core color and what is just a one of a kind that
Yeah.
resell to y'all.
Yeah. I was working last night. It's drying outside. We did a studio tour for you guys. It's going to be at the end of the video so you can see the house and the dye studio. But I made a color last night and I had deep water in it and I was speckling it. It was a light lavender with some red and blue speckles. Well, guys, red and blue make purple. And so when you have deep water, the dye just kind of floats like a car on a highway along the paths of the deep water, and those colors mixed, and my color turned out purple. So sometimes those colors are amazing and wonderful, and they become core colors. Sorry, I have allergies. But anyway, so we play. What's out here today that we've got on the tables are to play with, to create new colors and play. And sometimes you have an idea in your head and it doesn't come out right. Something better often comes out.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're going to play today. Now, I have been working on this and I absolutely love it. If you want this, which I highly recommend, you best get over to the website immediately and grab what tweed we have left. It is 50% off. And this is tweed held together with Surrey alpaca. I showed you guys this last time. Anyway, it's carried together. It makes this. And oh my gosh, you have never felt anything so soft on your face and around your neck.
It's so luxurious.
Oh my gosh. What would this be full price? 2 of these is $30 plus 2 of these is $60. Full price? No,
Let's get our
30 and 30s. It'd be $120. This scarf would be $120, and they're on sale for $60 right now. You have to make it, of course, but the yarn is on sale. And it's amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Look how cute it is. Anyway,
Y'all are probably sick of hearing us talk about it, but
we're not.
this is the Trailing Flower Shawl, which is a pattern by me. Flip it this way. It goes this way. It will release March 1st.
Look how pretty the daisy stitch is, guys.
And I'm getting ready to start the last brioche section, and then I'll have one stockinette section and the border, and it'll be done. It's just so much fun. It's enough to keep you interested, but to not make you bored, if that makes sense.
This is called Succulent, guys. So it's available in the shop. It's gorgeous. I love this green and the colors. Oh, it's so pretty. That's right in both of our wheelhouse. Mauve and green.
So I've been getting a few of my testers' photos back, and they are just gorgeous, and I can't wait for y'all to start making your own. It's been really fun to design this pattern.
We took it to a trunk show, the lemon tree sample, and it was the hit of the show. I mean, people are going to love it. It's going to go crazy. And I'm almost done, guys. So this is mine. I wanted to do an assign pulling project that wasn't assign pulling. So you've got the stripes. And then you've got the brioche. Look how pretty! Isn't it pretty? That's the brioche section. And then the tassels. So that's called the Zipline. I'm almost done. I love it.
I meant to do this before we started so they could actually see it. So why don't you talk about something else while I get this on this
Okay.
cord.
Hold on, guys. Let me reach some stuff. So this is another assign pulling that we have. It's called Vintage Rose. Isn't that pretty? How do I get it unblurry? There. Look how pretty, guys. Isn't that a pretty shawl or a baby blanket? Do you have any grandkids or babies coming along? Look how darling that would be for a girl. Ah, that would be an heirloom baby blanket. It's amazing. And this color, I called this Winter Cardinal, but it was popular, and I've had people ask me to bring it back. And so I'm going to make some more. We're just going to call it Cardinal, so people don't feel like they have to do it in the winter.
I'm almost done.
Okay, there's that. Let's see. Oh, let me show you something else I got. I'm going to have to stand up. Hold on just a second. So I've made a lot of knitting friends, guys, having a yarn store and stuff. And Dr. Sarah, she is a surgeon that helps remove tumors from breasts. We call her Dr. Sarah. And she is a avid knitter. She knits all the time. And she went on a vacation to Switzerland, and they were out in the mountains and the little shops, and she came upon a shop that sold their handmade knits, and she got me a little chicken. This is a little chicken from Switzerland. How do I do that? How does it get unblurry? Forgive us. I'm learning, guys. Look, anyway, that's our little chicken. All the way from Switzerland. Thank you, Dr. Sarah. So there's that. And another thing that we have coming, I'll show you a picture of it. We'll put a picture right here of what this looks like. But these are called shawl cuffs. I don't know how to put it in focus.
Do this.
There it is. Look how pretty that is. So what this is, it's a little leather belt. It has a snap on it, and you put it around your shawl cuff to hold it in place. So let's pretend I'm wearing this. We'll put it this way. Mind you, this isn't done. Oh, I love this. So you just put it like this on your piece. Mind you, this isn't done. My knitting needles are still in it.
Can you get it?
That's such a big piece. Hold on.
Don't get your hair caught.
All right, anyway. So that's what it looks like. You put your shawl on, you put a shawl cuff on, it holds it in place, and it's super cute. And we're about to list these up in the store also.
Well, tell them who made it.
Bailey so Len has a daughter named Bailey. She's my stepdaughter, and I adore her. She lives in Wyoming, and she is Bailey of Harvard and Hyde. And she is one of the most amazing artists I have ever met in my life. And what she does is she draws pictures on leather and then paints it and hand tools it by hand and sells all kinds of things. Earrings, she'll do, she's a country girl, so it's all cowboy themed. But like farmers have notebooks where they go out and count their animals, or I don't know what they do. City girl. But
Tammy.
She's made leather notebooks and stuff for him. She's done bridal bouquets. She had some wrapper by some of her shoes one time. It was really exciting. But anyway, she doesn't hand tool this, but upon my request, she has made me some shawl cuffs. So these aren't hand tooled by her, but she just does a mom favor for me by making these for me. So that's wonderful, and they'll be in the shop soon. They're really popular. And some of them, my wrist is pretty big, but a lot of people sometimes wear them as cufflets. See? Isn't that pretty? So yeah, so you can do that too. Not if you've got a big wrist like me, but like Rebecca.
I don't know that it would fit around mine. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I just want to pet it.
This is my sheep camp. This is by Jennifer Berg. And I've made a little bit of progress since I showed it last. I don't know if you can see that, where my marker is. This is Grove is the deep green, and then Celery is the lighter green.
I'd say green is her favorite color for sure, and mauve, of course.
But
look how pretty!
It's so fun.
She doesn't do gauge swatches. It's not fair.
I don't know. I probably should have done a great gauge swatch for this one. It's gonna be close, but I'm very excited about this one. This is my first color work project.
Her first color work project. Did you hear that?
And it's been fun. Trying to expand my knitting horizons and try new techniques and just learn.
Yeah.
I love learning. I'm a big nerd. My boyfriend and I will watch documentaries for fun. Speaking of new things and new hobbies and things, I took up spinning a while ago. My friend Jo, I met her at Knit Night at Tammy's store before it was shut down. She is an avid spinner, avid knitter. She's been knitting
Very good.
knitting the majority of her life. And I was like, one night we were talking, I was like, you know, I really want to learn how to spin. And she was like, well, I can bring some fiber and bring a couple of my wheels and some drop spindles and I can teach you. So one night at knit night, she brought a plethora. I mean, it took her 2 or 3 trips to get everything out of her car to bring it into the store. But Joe came in and brought all of our spinning stuff and taught me how to spin. So I spun this. This is a merino nylon blend. So it's going to be a pair of socks. And it's a DK weight, so it's going to be a thick, plump sock. I told y'all, I am on a sock knitting kick. But this is from Gritty Knits. I got this at DFW. This braid at DFW, and it's called Shark Bite. The colorway is called Shark Bite. And then I requested a spinning wheel, electric spinning wheel for Christmas.
Look out, Britt. Hey.
And I started a new project. This is Coriadale.
Now, what is this, Rebecca? I thought a spinning wheel was a big thing you pushed with pedals.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
This is an electric spinning wheel, so it's powered by this battery pack. It comes with a wall plug-in, but I wanted something portable, so I bought this little battery pack to go with it. And this braid was a big fat braid, but I split it down into 4 sections. And here are the other 3 sections.
So why 4 sections? To make 4 little balls of yarn?
Well, so this is going to be what is called a combo spin. So I have this braid here, and then I have 2 other braids at home. I should have brought them. That I'm going to spin each of these all together onto one bobbin. It won't all fit onto this one bobbin. But I'll spin them all together, all 4 of these, and then I'll spin another braid all together, and then the 3rd braid all together, and those 3 braids will all go into one big skein. So they'll all be plied together.
She walked in today and she had this in a basket and it looked like my kitty cat in her basket. I thought, what's Nala? Nala.
Layla? Nala's Lindy's dog. But this is a little bobbin that goes on my little spinning wheel. And I have a, if you are a spinner, a Kiwi, Ashford Kiwi 3 that I do all my plying on. And sometimes I'll spin on that too. It's a treadle wheel with Scotch tension. And yeah.
So that's what we're doing. We finished up our Big Bear order, inquisitive visitor for wool and honey. So actually they asked for 30 more skeins. So we've got that soaking. We'll make that this weekend, but then we're done with that. So now we can go on and play with our new spring colors.
Yeah.
I've been putting some of them on Instagram and Facebook, and it's a lot of fun. I still want some lavender tones and some green tones, so we're working on that collection. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the studio tour. We filmed it right before we sat down here, and we're going to let you look around the house. Now, I didn't take you through one room because that's the laundry room, and you don't need to see my laundry being washed. So, but yeah, enjoy the tour of the studio. Enjoy the birthday sale. And I'll probably be sitting and knitting. I'm a big introvert, so I like to stay at home and watch TV and knit. So that's what I will be doing for my birthday, because that's what I want to do. So yeah, so you have anything else?
I don't think so. We'll send you on to the tour. Enjoy.
Yeah, see you later. Bye. All right, so we are outside of my house. I live kind of 6 miles out of town, so we live on acre lots. It's really quiet out here. But anyway, this is the garage, the entrance to my studio. We have this net we put up on the garage. So when I work with citric acid, it's like citrus of oranges and lemons, and so it brings the neighbor's bees. The neighbor has a beehive, and it brings the bees into the studio and the flies, and we're just full of flies and bees inside. So we put this screen, if you will, and it has done wonders. We absolutely love it. So if you guys do a bunch of barbecuing outside or play outside with the kids a lot, this is great to get a breeze and some natural light. We just love it. My husband fixes things for me. He builds things for me. And this is some equipment we use that my husband has built. We dry yarn out here. I prefer drying it outside in the natural breeze and sunlight. So this is filled with hooks, and sometimes we have yarn just all over the place. This little swing is old, but my husband has hung things up. We hang yarn up here to dry. So it's just it's a pole here and a pole here, and we just hang yarn on it to dry in the sunshine and the breeze. Get a little scent of nature on it. Well, come on in. This is a magnet, so you just open it and you come on in. And this used to be our garage where we had cars in it and my husband had tools in it, but I have completely taken over. So we have an oven. I've got one thing in it. I still dye on these burners. I like to use a lot of heat. And so when I'm done, I'll put it in the oven to exhaust. And exhausting just means waiting for all the color to go into the dye. It's really neat. Come look in a pan for me. Now this is just white yarn soaking, waiting to be dyed. But do you see how it's floating in water? So when we put the color in it, the color of course fills the water, but then when we say we're waiting for it to exhaust, all that color will go into the yarn and the water will be clear and white again. It's really cool. It's fun to do. So this is where we do all the work. When I opened my store, I opened it to be a dye studio, but because of the retail front, we were so busy entertaining guests, I didn't have time to dye up there. So even when I owned the store, I still dyed here at home and took the yarn up there. So we're just back home now, bursting. We're looking for a new place, but this is where we hang out. And because we're knitters and crocheters, and we have to wait for yarn to exhaust, we have to sit and knit, and we have to sit and knit comfortably. So this is my chair, and this is Rebecca's chair. See, Rebecca's got her spinning and her stuff, her coffee and her water. She's never without her mugs. And this is my little crochet table, and we have a big television here so we can watch all the knitting podcasts, which we do. This is where I keep some of my undyed yarn up on the shelves here. So yeah. And then I have two dogs, Bootsy and Brody. And so there's always, behind the scenes, there's a dog laying about our feet. So we have a dog bed here. We have a dog bed over there under the tool shed. That's not a tool shed, it's a workbench. So the doggies typically hang out with us too. Bootsy's addicted to me. These are all the dyes we have. I use Prochem, Jacquard, and Dharma. And Amy got me this plant. See what I mean about the plants? I love them, but see, they struggle a little bit. But I do my best. So yeah, so this has carpet on it. Because this is a cement floor, I've got some cushiony pads, and I just put carpet over it. So we're walking on cushiness. So we're not on hard concrete all day. But this is where I like to work. This is my main station. I'm right here with all my dyes, my notebooks, my pens, my measuring tapes, my hot water. So this is where most of the dyeing takes place. Typically that side is just waiting to come over here on this side. But sometimes we do work over there. I've got the large round pots. That's what we dye our assigned pulling yarns in. I do the tips in the water, then I bring them to these flat pans and I hand paint the tips for the assigned pulling yarns. This is white, there's heat on it, but this is getting ready to be lemon tree. And these are just here because we're gonna play and create some new colors, which I did one pan last night. It's funny, I was trying to do this lavender colorway with speckles on it, but I kept the water deep, and when this blue and the red speckles mixed, blue and red make purple. So my Well, light lilac color with speckles turned into a dark purple colorway, which is kind of fun. It's magic in the dye studio. It's entertaining, it's engaging, it's just wonderful playing with color and water. I love it. So anyway, this is where most everything happens. See, we have Brody on the floor. We're always walking over a dog. Brody. Brody. You want to come say hi? Isn't he handsome? Hey, baby. And Bootsy's not far around. So this is Bootsy, and this is my boy Brody. Brody is over 12 years old. That's 80 in man years. So he's kind of a senior, but isn't he still pretty? And Bootsy is the boss. She makes sure we're working and doing our job. It's funny. So sometimes I play music, and I'm one of the, move and dance to music. Well, I've taught Bootsy to dance with me. So anytime I start singing, if the radio's on and I just start singing, Bootsy's wanting to dance. It's horrible what I've done to her, but anyway, she's my dancing dog. Well, come on into the house. There are others I'm not going to show you because like this is our laundry room and we're doing laundry. So I didn't think you wanted to see that. But this is the kitchen. This is where we eat lunch. We like to cook dinner, cook lunch, and we all sit here at the table and eat. It's really nice. All my kids are grown up and have houses of their own and families of their own. So it's nice to have Rebecca here. So it kind of feels like a little family. So this is my living room. This is what used to be my living room. We have finally made room to where I can put a couch in here. But all of this is work. So this is, singles fingering, merino fingering, BFL, DK. Christie's Fiber Arts is our local yarn store, and so I have a lot of my yarn up at the local yarn store. This is just what I have at home to fill orders online. This is our winding station. Occasionally, when we have shows or something busy, we're often working in here, and so this is a computer setup in here we work at. This is a dryer. So when it's cold outside in the winter, we don't hang yarn up to dry outside. We use a dryer. So this is kind of cool. It has these little hooks in here, and we hang the yarn up in here, and we turn on the dryer. And it takes maybe 4 to 6 hours. Depends on how loaded I have this. I have it really packed and loaded sometimes. But here's a dryer. Again, we have more yarn. This is the Deluxe sock, the silk. So yeah, there's yarn everywhere. Come on in here. Here's another dryer. This is our sale rack. So guess what, guys? It is my birthday on Sunday, February 11th. I will be 55. And this is what I have on sale. So everything on this rack is what's on sale. And it's going pretty fast. So we'll have the sale through Sunday because Sunday's not till my actual birthday. Isn't this cute? This is Aaron. He was in my store. Look at the darling little outfit he has on. I bet Brody could wear this now. Brody's lost a little bit of weight in his old age. Well, come on in. So here is a little table. We'll put orders that need to be filled. This is missing one. I'm doing the lemon tree right now. I have a bunch of knitting books in here. This is my personal stash. Let me open the front door for you so you can see. Let's hope nothing falls out. But yeah, this is my personal stash of, before I started dyeing yarn, some of the colors I've wanted to save that I just love, that have been discontinued is in here. So yeah, this is my personal stash. And I used to have maybe 5 of these full of yarn. I was a big time bad addict. So, yeah, it's gone down quite a bit. Although if you think about it, now that I hand dye yarn, look at all the yarn I have. I'm still the yarn addict. Come on over here. So this is a room we work in all the time. This is our office. This is where we pack and ship orders. This is where we take photographs. You all might recognize these flowers. We have some minis up here. This is our assigned pulling wall. As you can tell, it's pretty bare. I make 20 at a time. So we'll put 20 up here and they're gone in just a couple days. So it's almost impossible for me to keep this full. But anyway, this is where our assigned pulling is. Just some office supplies. And then this is our shipping station, which we have a beautiful view. We got lots of natural sunlight. And this is where we pack up our orders, print our shipping labels, process the orders on the computer, and then they go in a beautiful bin. Ta-da! And my husband comes and takes them and goes to the post office. And he's not here right now because he's making a trip to the post office. We've already processed quite a few orders this morning. And he's really good because he wants you to get your packages immediately. So he may make 3 trips a day to the post office. He doesn't have to, but that's just him. I told him the other day, I said, honey, you got a review. Someone was talking about the quick shipping. They blinked and their yarn was there. And boy, that lit a fire under him. So it made him really happy too. So thank you for leaving that comment and noticing that the shipping's done really well. He works hard at that. So yeah, so I love this office. This used to be my daughter Lindy's bedroom. And there's just a lot of natural sunlight in here. And I love working in here. We are looking for a space. We have found a space. We are negotiating the lease right now. But the broker is unwell and in the hospital. And one of my team is unwell. So we're just taking our time and waiting. It'll happen when it happens. But we are going to move to a commercial building to have our hand-dyed yarn studio. I could use an extra helper, and I just can't fit another person in my home. So all this will move, and I'll have the house back, and this will be a bedroom, a guest bedroom for the grandkids. And that's what we're working on. This room we're not going in there, but it's my guest bedroom, and it has all my samples, extra junk that we just can't fit anywhere else. So, yeah. So this is the house where I live and where I work. This is my Monstera plant. See this white stuff on it? Ick! I've got to go wash that off today. It needs a bath. I don't know why I can't. Let me just tell you something. These plants have all been alive for 2 years now. I have not killed a single one. So there might be a few brown tips on some leaves. Her name's Veronica. I name my plants. But I love her. She's beautiful. She wakes and sleeps. She'll wake up and look really big, and it's usually at the end of the day when she's absorbed all the light. She's really stretched out and big, and in the morning she's tucked back in asleep. So she's a fun plant. And this is a sunroom at the front of our house. We're not going in there because this is my husband's den, but this is where he hangs out all the time. We are retired. He's 65, and he hangs out there and watches his Survivor shows and whatever else he watches. So see, I have plants. They're not horrible. Just a few little brown tips everywhere. But yeah. There's a laundry room right there, but behind that laundry room is another bedroom. And we have shelves that still house our undyed yarn. So there's a whole nother bedroom you haven't seen that holds our undyed yarn. So, yeah, we're overflowing. And one of these days, it'll be nice to have a garage back where I can park my car in. So that'll be nice. But yeah, this is it. We love it here. I love it here. It's very, I just love it here. I love what I do. I love dyeing yarn. I love playing with color and water, and I'm an organizer, so you get to organize. Rebecca is a huge organizer. She loves to organize too. So we just it's the happiest thing we can do. I love it. So thank you for supporting me and buying my yarn and allowing me to color for you. And it's just wonderful. Thank you. It's a great birthday. My birthday is Sunday, February 11th. And thank you for supporting me, because I couldn't do it without you. And I love each and every one of you. And every time I package up a package, I certainly put grateful, loving vibes on it. And I'm very grateful. So thanks a lot. And we'll see you soon.